we are going to start with first types of cost. In earlier lecture, we have already seen what is cost accounting, what is financial accounting, what is management accounting. In today's lecture, we are going to start with types of cost. Okay, the cost can be classified on different bases. The first basis is on the basis of direct or indirect. We may call this as on the basis of traceability. On the basis of traceability. Okay, you have a small examples on this also. Matlab, you have given some expenses or overheads and you have to identify whether it is on the basis of traceability, whether it is direct or indirect. Okay, so let us start with the first, number one, direct cost. The direct cost means what? Which is directly identifiable with the production is known as direct cost. Let's take example. Directly identifiable means what? When we are producing a sugar, okay, the direct cost will be direct material, that is sugar cane, without which sugar cane agar nahi hai, so we cannot prepare a sugar, right? So direct cost of material will be sugar cane, correct? Or if a garment manufacturing company is there, shirt manufacturing company is there, direct cost is raw material, that is cloth. Without cloth, we cannot identify, we cannot produce the goods. And how much cloth is required for one shirt, we can easily identify. So these are called as direct cost. There are mainly three types of direct cost: direct material, direct labor, and direct overheads. Always remember that what is direct material? The material which is mainly used for the production and which is easily identifiable with the product. That is called as direct material. Direct labor means what? The labor which is directly used for production purpose or not for indirect purpose. जैसे वेयर हाउस कीपर का वगैरह तो वेजेस अगर रहेगा उसको दिया है तो दैट विल नॉट बी अ डायरेक्ट वेजेस, बट प्रोडक्शन के लिए एक्चुअली प्रोडक्शन का काम जो वर्कर्स करते हैं उनको जो वेजेस द वेट मिनट, the workers which are doing actual production is cost as direct labor. The cost of that workers is known as direct labor. Same way, the cost overheads which are directly related with the production is known as direct overheads. So direct cost basically consider direct labor, direct material and direct overheads. Okay. As per the notes what they have given, direct cost is related to the producing of goods or services. The direct cost includes raw material, labor and expenses or distribution costs associated with producing a product which is directly related with the product. The cost can be easily traced by a product. Now, if you are asked to write a short note on that, we can write as a feature. Feature number one, cost can be easily traced to the product. Feature number two, cost can be easily traced to the product or department or project. Feature number two, it can be easily identifiable. Okay, so for example, Ford Motor Company manufactures cars and trucks. The plant workers cars and trucks. The plant workers spent 8 hours building a car. The direct cost associated with the car of wages paid to workers and the cost of parts used to the building a car. Matlab, the company is producing both the products, that is for trucks and cars. So workers which are working on the cars, the product labor cost is considered as the cost of cars. Okay. So what is indirect cost? Indirect cost, on the other hand, are expenses unrelated to products. It is a general expenses. For example, the same example if we are continuing in a company or in a factory, truck and car both are produced, but watchman is same, warehouse keeper will be same. So in same warehouse both products are stored. So it is a common expenses which are not clear cut identifiable with the product. So it is known as indirect cost. Again, indirect cost, there are three types of cost: indirect material, indirect labor, and indirect overheads. Okay. So when we are talking about the indirect material, that is in case of cloth manufacturing company, we are manufacturing shirt, dresses, different clothes are there. So thread for that is considered as indirect because we cannot easily identify if for one shirt or one dress how much thread will be required. So it is considered as, yeah, buttons for shirts, buttons for dresses. That is also considered as indirect material. It is not main material for the production. Okay. Number two is indirect labor. That already have I explained. Warehouse keeper salary hai, right? या फोरमैन सैलरी है जो कॉमनली यूज होते हैं, प्रोडक्शन के लिए यूज होते हैं, बट विच आर यूज फॉर अ कॉमन पर्पज. The wages given to that workers is known as indirect wages or labor. Third one is indirect overheads or indirect expenses, which are not easily traceable with the production. For example, electricity bill we can consider. It is on overall basis, it is cannot identify with a particular product, single product or particular product. So electricity, stationery, postage and telegram, such type of overheads are to be considered as indirect cost. Now see if we have any doubt in the on the basis of direct or indirect, which is also known as on the basis of traceability. In your exam, you will have two types of sum. They may ask classify the following product on the basis of direct or indirect, or they may ask classify the following products on the basis of traceability, or they may give a raw material. Uh, yeah, sugar cane in sugar factory. Which type of this material? It is a direct cost, correct? So it should be calculated. Half of marks will be given for each atom. So read it carefully. This is the types on the basis of traceability or on the basis of direct and indirect. So on the basis of variability, the cost can be classified as fixed cost, variable cost, and semi-variable cost. Now let us see what is fixed cost. The cost which remain fixed in spite of increase or decrease in the production is known as fixed cost. For example, uh, for a particular for a particular showroom, if it is taken on the rent basis, the rent for the showroom will be fixed. It will not be changed every month, correct? So that is called as fixed cost. The kitna bhi, whether we are increasing the production or decreasing the production, cost remains same. That is considered as fixed cost. Okay. Then, or if we are taken any machinery on lease basis, so amount of lease will be fixed. How much amount of units you are producing on machine, that is immaterial. So such type of cost is called as fixed cost. Whether you are producing on machine or not, we are keeping the machine on idle basis, you have to pay the lease amount. So fixed cost is always something there. If you are not producing even, you have to pay the fixed cost. Variable cost is exactly opposite to fixed cost. It varies according to change in the production. If we increase our production, our variable cost increase. If we decrease our production, our total variable cost decrease. For example, raw material, direct material or raw material. If we are going to increase the production, requirement for direct raw material will be increased. If we are decreasing our production, requirement for raw material will be decreased. Okay, so these are the called as variable cost. For example, raw material, packing cost, manufacturing or production cost, direct labor, direct expenses, these are to be considered as variable cost. See, on the basis of traceability, these cost is considered as direct cost, but on the basis of variability, it is considered as variable cost. Got it? Third part is semi-variable cost. Semi-variable cost means what? The cost which will remain fixed up to certain level, and after that it will be vary according to usage or according to the production. It is known as semi-variable cost. Now, how we can identify it is a semi-variable cost? Take a simple example of your mobile phones. When we are taking a postpaid plan of mobile or telephone, up to 1000 calls we will get a free calls. Got it? Up to 1000 calls we will get a free call. But beyond that 1000 calls, if we are going to make a call, it will be chargeable. So up to 1000 calls or up to certain plan, the expenses on telephone will be fixed. If our usage is increased more than 1000 call, then our telephone expenses will be increased, right? So such type of expenses are called as semi-variable costs. Such type of expenses are fixed up to certain limit. If the production is increased or usage is increased beyond that certain limit, it will be considered as it will be vary. It will be variable. So such type of expenses are known as semi-variable cost. Got it? Now, number 3, on the basis of function. So for what purpose the expenses or overheads are done or cost is for what purpose, on the basis of that, if the classification is done, it is called as classification of cost or types of cost on the basis of function. Okay. Number 1 is manufacturing cost. The cost which is directly related with the manufacturing or production of the goods is known as manufacturing cost. That is raw material, direct material, direct labor, direct wages. These three costs are directly related with the production or manufacturing process. So these costs are considered as manufacturing cost. Got it? Number 2 is administrative cost. The cost which is used for administration purpose is known as administrative cost. For example, tax, rent, insurance, factory licensing fees, then auditors fees है, administrative staff salary है. These are all considered as administrative cost. Number 3 is selling and distribution cost. The cost which is related with the selling of goods and distribution of goods is known as selling and distribution cost, because for increasing our sales and for selling purpose we must have to do some selling expenses. Such type of expenses are selling expenses and distribution expenses. It may include advertisement cost, salesman salary, delivery van expenses. These are to be considered as selling and distribution cost. Apart from these three classification, we can be classify cost on the other basis also. These bases are: number 1 is general, other classification is operating cost. These are something referred to operating expenses, means the expenses which are related to the operation of business or for manufacturing process directly or indirectly are considered as operating cost. Opportunity cost. In exam for these other types, you may not have examples for solving, but you may have fill in the blanks or true or false. Okay, so read it carefully. uh, Opportunity cost. What is opportunity cost? This concept you will require again and again in your syllabus. So be pay attention. What is opportunity cost? This is usually only relevant when deciding between two or three potential business opportunities. It means what? When we have two options for investment. Okay. If we invest in a one option, we lose the another option. So income from that another option. Okay, so that another option which we are lose is known as opportunity cost. Okay, the opportunity cost is the cost associated when you go with one investment and potentially lose out the other investment. When we are invested in one investment, second option we have to lose. What has to be understood is that there is always potential superior investment and you need to shoot a good or oppose perfect. If you are deciding the rent versus buy a new piece of equipment, then you could compute the opportunity cost with all of the variables. Means what? There is a two options, whether to buy the factory premises or taken it on the rent. If you decided to buy a factory premises, the second opportunity we are going to lose. If you take it as an option that we are going to take it on rent basis, the option for investment in the factory premises you are going to lose. Okay. Then number 3 is sunk cost. Some costs are costs that will not be recovered by the business. It will not be recovered by the business. They cannot be gotten back regardless and what happens. They are excluded from the future business decision. If you have invested money in business that has gone bankrupt, it is a sunk cost. Already, even though you have reputed some of the revenue through the code system. मतलब it's some type of bad debts we can consider. Uh, if you are invested in some business and that company become bankrupt, your cost will be considered as sunk cost. Next one is controllable cost. The cost which can be controlled due to some care is known as controllable cost. Matlab, it means the wastage can be avoided in case of controllable cost. So controllable cost is once where a manager or board decides that will happen in a particular cost. It means they can reduce and try to control that cost. Okay, these are some of the types of cost. Just go through it first.